Welcome to the show both feared and revered by man and beast. Today, Kevin Samuels doesn't understand these entitled modern women. Some things never change.
The reason she's alone is because she's difficult.
Women are not accepting the bare minimum.
Women fuck men they respect.
All the women who say things like, I'm strong, independent, I don't need no man, like, y'all impress me.
Women just gaslight each other and say what they want to hear.
I'm 30 from Atlanta.
30, great.
20, you say you're 30 from Atlanta.
Great.
Your first name?
Jasmine.
All right, so what's your criticism?
My criticism is I want you to critique the women who date men for money. Since you got so much negativity to say about women, how do you feel about women who date men or are with men specifically for money? How do you feel about that? Do you feel like they're wise or they're
I don't
dumb?
understand the question. You want me to critique who?
Criticize women who date specific men with intentions, meaning you're very specific about the women that you feel are within your means, within Kevin's.
Is this girl on some illicit substances? Because she can't... You know what it sounds like? You know when like people like drink some substances that, you know, YouTube won't like me to talk about? And then it makes your behavior a little bit erratic, and then you call like your, you know, ex significant other, and you start saying like just going off the handle. That's what this girl reminds me of. You know, she's like, you know, she's in the sauce, and then you know, she's just looking for somebody to get angry at and call and complain at.
Line. What do you feel about the women that are specific about men as far as money? How do you feel about that? Like, is it good?
I need you. I don't know if you. No offense, but I don't know if you've been drinking.
No, I've been trying to join your live.
Okay, other people are saying the same thing, so I don't understand the question. You want me to critique women who do what?
Who date men for money specifically? How do you feel about that?
Why? No.
Why?
No,
because
hold on. That's not a criticism. That's you wanted me to talk about a topic. I don't care if women date men for money.
Disaster. Smoke my smoke, drink my drink.
Anything else?
My lord, this girl's a disaster.
I'm waiting for your answer.
No, there is no answer to that, ma'am.
It's not.
You can't make this crap up, guys.
No, ma'am, I'm going to ask you something, okay? You're 30 years old,
The
right?
level of disrespect.
30.
This girl acts like a 16-year-old. Okay, by the way, I don't know if you've heard this before, but the expression goes, women stop maturing once they realize that they have an effect on men. Yeah. When do you guys think that this girl stopped maturing?
Okay, do me a favor. Represent black women in a good way, just like you want me to represent black men. What you're doing right now is not really a good look. You don't look like you really give a damn. You smoking.
Actually, I do. That's why I'm here. I want to hear how
like
you feel.
You don't.
Because you don't give a damn about women. You don't.
Lost in the sauce.
You respect all women.
How don't I give a damn about women?
You don't. You're specific to a certain.
Explain.
You're specific.
No,
You're
see,
specific to
oh,
a
no,
certain.
you can't overtalk me. The first thing you
Can I respond?
The first thing you can't do.
Are you gonna let me respond, Kevin?
See, this is why I said the ground rules.
Can I respond?
You can calm down, and I'll give you a chance to respond. But the first ground rule is over talking. One, the audience can't hear. Two, it's disrespectful. I will let you exit stage left.
Can I respond?
I don't give a damn.
Let me know when I
women.
can respond.
She says as she flips her hair and talks back disrespectfully. Yeah, this is the kind of girl that says, you know, your mama black when guys won't date them. And yet, this is how they treat black men, you see?
Kevin.
Well, you say I don't give a damn about women. Based upon what?
Generally speaking, big women, strong women, weak women,
yes,
black, white.
yes.
Overall, you have a certain specific crowd of women that you cater to. So with that being said, the women outside of big women, small, you're very generalized as far as women that you feel are worthy. So I'm just speaking for everybody, generally. generally.
Well, you're not speaking for everybody. You're speaking for yourself, cause
I'm not.
Excuse me, ma'am.
I'm waiting for you to ask how big
First
I
off,
am.
see, this is what I mean. You can't have a respectful conversation with somebody who wants to overtalk. No, I have hundreds, thousands of women who love what I do.
Oh, that's true.
Yes, more women like me than dislike me.
That's true. I like you. Who said I don't like you?
You act like you don't.
How
like
can
it.
women like me and I don't give a damn about them?
I don't know. I said generally speaking.
No,
but
generally means
that's why I'm here.
no.
Generally, Jinerally, generally.
Generally means the majority.
Disaster.
See, the majority of women like what I have to say.
So they appreciate it.
They like it and appreciate it.
So my question is, you cannot
overtalk me. You don't get a million followers here and a million followers there.
My page private. I don't need followers.
Well, I don't. So this is
in the business they call that copium.
I want you guys to understand. Having a conversation with somebody, you don't really have a critique. You just don't like it. And here's the thing: if you don't like what I have to say,
I'm listening.
Go somewhere else.
Literally.
Because you haven't asked one legitimate
You ain't said shit. My question is,
yes.
Women who date men for money, how do you feel about
women who date how do you feel about that?
That's my question. You can't answer that.
Yeah, I can't.
Sorry.
Again.
Disaster.
And this is why I tell you, I don't do anything except I can't make women look good or bad. I just talk to women. I didn't make her come in here and do that.
Literally.
Hello?
Hello, how are you?
Oh, freaking disaster.
How are you?
How old are you?
Man, already it's like coming in with the disrespect. Like, do these girls not realize their tone is very disrespectful, or is it just me? I think they know exactly what they're doing, and they're choosing to be disrespectful on purpose. That's what I think.
I'm doing fine.
Look at her tone, so disrespectful.
Oh, I'm 30.
What is your criticism or critique?
Like she said, that you always putting black women down. Did a black woman hurt you or something? I mean, I understand.
Okay, so we've got all the insults out of the way. Yeah. So let's get to the conversation.
Nice.
Just don't worry about insults. Stay
okay.
Conversation. Can you do that?
Yeah, I can do that.
Savage.
All right.
I don't have none though.
Well, just look at her expression. How disrespectful. Like, just the way that she's choosing to contort her face. Does that look like a girl that has come in here for the right reasons? Or does it look like a, gangster, like I'm looking to prove that I'm better than you, smarter than you type person? What do you think, guys?
But we don't do that. See, I've already addressed all your insults that you could have. Who hurt you? Your mama black, you gay. We've got all that out on the table. Let's get to the grown stuff, okay?
Why do you think that it shouldn't be 50-50? Why do you think that it should be?
Okay, one rule, don't overtalk me. Let's get to the grown stuff. Your critique is I always put black women down.
Always.
Yeah.
No matter what.
How often have you been watching my content?
Never.
Maybe a few months.
You see? So you have not seen any videos to where I say anything nice about black women?
No.
How many times do you watch my videos a week?
Well, see, the first time I ever watched it, you was putting a black woman down. So to me, right there, that automatically that ruined it.
Ma'am, that's what you watch is not my responsibility. Congratulations, ma'am, with that big old rock on your hand. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay.
She said, hold it up again. Hold it up again. Hold on.
Yeah.
Bam, bam. God dang, she got the infinity stone up on that piece. Congratulations. That's very good. Thank you very much.
He could do it similar to me.
Changed a lot. My sister changed a lot. And,
Okay.
another marriage.
So this is an example of solipsism. You see? So it's like, I think that from my perspective, this is what you do. Therefore, this is what you do. There's no ability to see possibility outside of their own perspective. You see? And that's just what it is. And obviously, like, that's not how it really works, but it's not like they care about that, right? All they care about is their own perspective. Sorry, it was a circular logic there. But what I'm trying to say is, they don't have any logical reason for saying what they say. They watch one episode and they're like, this is what you do. There's no facts, data, statistics. There's no watching of a general trend in the videos. No, it's, I watched one video that you did, I felt bad. Bam.
Say that.
You're an ass.
That's on this very Instagram platform you're on right now. A black woman saying, what?
I'm going to call on Kevin's show and I'm going to tell him that because of you, I was able to snatch the ring.
Where's your husband? Where's your husband?
You said my husband?
Mm-hmm.
No.
My husband's the smoke detector.
I don't.
So, okay. I'm just asking. I don't know if you're married or single. I didn't ask that question.
No.
It's a patriarchal institution that I don't subscribe to. That's why I look like a man and act like one.
Okay, so I want to know if you've been watching me for a couple of months, and that happened this year.
Okay.
How you can tend to overlook that, and it's all over my platform.
Because when you go live,
man,
that's not what you're talking about, though. When you go live, you're not talking about that, Kevin. When you go live,
what do you have to say about that? What do you have
I mean,
to
that's
say
outstanding. That's good for now, but that's not what you're always talking about. You as a black man should be on a black woman's team. Period.
I talk about what women.
This girl just overtalks. I just want to say what I want to say. I'm just going to talk over you.
Come up to talk about. Do I see? This is the problem. You ladies want to have a narrative. When I show you something that counteracts it, you don't even say, you know what? Maybe I was wrong. Do you think maybe you could be wrong?
Never.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Never.
No, you're wrong.
Girls can't be wrong.
Just a little bit. Maybe just a little bit. I'll give you maybe 10%. Yeah, 10% maybe I could be wrong. But the other 90%, no, because the things that I hear you say that we should automatically be listening to what the black man said. It's not our fault that they took the black man out the house. No, that's not our fault.
Actually,
is it our place to put him back in the house?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, stop.
Sounds like somebody's mad about something. Now I'm going to use the classic. You guys ready? Who hurt you?
Who took the black man out of the house?
The white man took the black man out the house.
Always
not
white
the
men.
black man. I mean, not us, but the white man.
Excuse me.
No, they didn't.
Black 75% divorce rate. Divorce is filed at 80% rate by our women. That ain't a white man's name on the divorce decree.
Indeed.
So what about people in divorce? No, but
man, we were the most married people. We were married at a rate of 80% prior to 1965. And there's no white people couldn't break us apart in chattel slavery, Jim Crow, segregation. But what did was feminism in college.
Yep.
How many
children? I don't have any children.
Okay.
Indeed.
So
got a nice smoke detector though.
Again, you're sitting back saying what I don't. I talk to women every day, and I respond to what they say.
Okay. Okay.
This girl's so disrespectful.
He ain't gonna be anywhere. Oh, okay. So basically, you said.
Because see, this is what I mean. This is what I want you guys to understand. Shirley always back there doing something. I'm just saying.
Big Shirley.
Y'all always want to say somebody dislike y'all like you don't have anything to do with this. Like you don't have anything to do with this. Women like that woman are perpetual victims.
Indeed.
In order for their lives to make sense, you and I have to be at fault.
Yes, indeed.
Somebody had to do something to her.
Yep. It's never my fault. It's always somebody else.
That's fine. Yeah, I heard the smoke detector.
Yeah. Best boyfriend in the world, smoke detector. Okay.
If you're saying, the danger zone and to get a high value man at this time,
my favorite is the girls that they are pretty and they're soft-spoken and quiet, and then they just speak every single possible like womanist trope out there, and they think that their tone is gonna make it so that they won't be seen as a womanist. It's like, no, you're just as badly trained as the rest.
how could I juggle it with getting a high value man back that I felt like I lost because I wasn't in therapy. I wasn't ready.
Translation: I cheated on him, or I had my Instagram/OF ready so that he dropped me like a bag of hot rocks.
And he called it out. He said I needed to get therapy, and I really want him.
Okay. You know what?
You're an
I
idiot.
am glad you asked this question. How to fix it? Okay. Well, first off, you've already done step one, acknowledging that there's a problem.
Yeah.
Acknowledging that you found somebody that could be in the area, and let's just say it nicely, you might have screwed it up. Right?
Yeah.
How to get it back? Well, is the person still single and available?
No.
Yes.
Okay.
Liar.
Approximately how long ago
5 years.
did you guys end your interaction?
5 years ago.
A year ago, but he doesn't live in the same state as me.
Okay. A year ago?
Can't
All
make
right.
this crap
And
up,
he
guys.
ended it by saying it was ended. He said that you need to get your stuff together.
Yeah, he said literally, I need to get therapy.
Have you done that?
No.
Yes, I've been in therapy from that time. So yes,
All right.
I'm
All
still
right.
in therapy.
Probably what she did is she was disrespectful and talked back and acted like a man. Men don't want that.
All right. And have you learned anything in therapy that would have made a difference in the relationship you had?
Yes, that I have to go from what I see right now. I can't go off of what I've done in the past, and I shouldn't bring it up.
Oh, I understand. Okay. So she's alpha widowed, and what she did was she constantly brought up like old exes and stuff. Yeah. Guys don't want a girl that's used up, that has had all the experience with all these other guys, and they're all hurt and destroyed and wrecked, and now we have to come and pick up the pieces. No. We want a girl to ourselves that we can teach the ways of the world to. So if she's constantly talking about other men, well, I'm not interested in such a relationship.
Because he doesn't know about that either. And it was always, I felt like I was giving him too much information where he would be like, I don't care. I don't want to talk about that. And I was like thinking he was mean, but I should never brought the...
I understand. So she's talking about like the other guy, his rocket was bigger than yours, his wallet was bigger than yours, he treated me like this, he slept with me like this, he did that. Alpha widow.
those things up because it didn't matter.
Okay,
And
so
he didn't do anything to me.
Hold on. Making men in your present pay for mistakes of your past equals no future.
Literally.
That's what she's saying. Number one. Number two, when men are ready to move forward, they really don't care about all that stuff. They just want to know, is it a problem? So when was the last time you spoken to this man since your breakup?
A year ago.
I haven't, just over a year since that time, but it's since all that has passed, and I felt like I lost him. I moved on, and
slept with a bunch of random
I
dudes.
got married, but I don't want to be with
You
him.
got married?
Oh my lord.
Yeah.
You currently married?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
So you're married and you're looking to drop your marriage and go to the previous guy. So just repeat the same crap you did in the past again. Idiot.
Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Ma'am. Are you trolling me?
No, I'm not.
You broke
know,
up. This guy called it out, and and you said you wouldn't gotten therapy, and you're married, and you're actively on a platform with 1 million folks actively talking about leaving your husband to get back with your ex.
Disaster.
Because he's high value. And
Never marry this girl. Yeah, you see? Imagine your wife, not your girlfriend, your wife goes on a show and says another guy is high value, not you. And she wants to get with him. Imagine that. You cannot be told you're second best in a more direct way.
And I felt like...
Disaster. Or maybe what this is they had a fight and she goes on this and this is her telling her husband, you see, if you don't do what I want, I'm going to go to that better guy than you. It's like a threat. She's using it to control her. It's so bad. This is bad on so many levels.
Go ahead.
Yeah, he's high value, and with even with watching you, it's kind of taboo. My husband is 25 years older than me.
Disaster.
And so I would want to be with this other high value man because he's only about 15 years older than me. So
no guy should have ever married this girl. This girl's like the ultimate branch swinger. The title is Worst Wife Ever calls in for dating advice. Yeah.
And what
That's not even an exaggeration.
He's a pipe fitter. He works at a shipyard.
Mm-hmm. How tall are you?
Disaster.
I'm 5'7".
Dress size?
I'm a size 4 to 6.
Mm-hmm. So, if I'm hearing you correctly,
not even
you're
once,
with
guys.
a previously high value man who
not
was
even
15
once.
years older than you.
Yes.
And you kind of ruined that relationship, ran in the ditch. He suggested therapy. And you came in saying you went and got therapy, but also in that course of time, you've moved on and you got married to a man who's 25 years older than you.
Yes.
Who's a pipe fitter. And the reason you want to break your covenant with God,
indeed,
and wreck your home of the pipe fitter guy is because the previous guy was higher value, meaning he earns more money.
Yeah, and his social status, how he looks.
You can't make this crap up, guys. So she was alpha widowed, got with another guy, was alpha widowed and bothered that second guy so much he broke up with her, getting alpha widowed a second time, married a third guy. Now she's double alpha widowed, wants to break up with the third guy to get back with the second guy. These girls will give this information away on the first date, guys. Just because you're dress size 4 doesn't mean you have to deal with this.
What state do you live in?
Disaster.
Virginia.
Or which part? DMV?
Disaster.
Yeah.
Freaking disaster.
Hold on just a second.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel. How Kevin feels. You can't make this crap up.
So, you live in Virginia. And what does the first guy do for a living?
I need to get a Red Bull. This girl's a disaster, says
He's-
Kevin.
What is the first guy do for a living? The higher
He
status
does
guy.
like IT, some cyber security. He has his own business.
Why'd you leave the first guy then, idiot?
So I want you to ask yourself a question. What did it say about it? What do you think it would say to that man about a woman who willingly got married to an older man and she was willing to leave her husband for the shot at getting back with him? What do you think that would say to him?
Disaster.
That she is determined. And she knows what she wants.
Solipsism.
So it would be willing to give up something to get, I feel like, something greater. And
In
I
her
honestly
opinion,
know that
only
being with
caring
my
about
husband now,
herself.
it was to say, yeah, I'm still a decent woman, and
No, you're not.
men do want me, but I wanted to pick the right one that's able to do something for me. And
Indeed.
I always wanted older men
Well, at least she admitted it.
because that feeling.
So
of,
if we switch this situation and it was a man who would ruin this situation with a woman,
With a good woman.
and he decided to get the therapy that he needed and get married to another woman, but then he would be willing to leave his current wife to get back with the previous woman, what would the world say about that man?
They'd say he's a piece of garbage.
They would say that this woman he got back with is the one he always wanted.
She belongs to the street.
Literally. Freaking disaster.
I just felt like not even being ready. I'm just glad he told me.
How old are you again, man?
I'm 27.
Disaster.
Are you from this country?
Yes.
You have any
You can't make this crap up, guys.
siblings?
Yes.
How many?
I have 3 and I'm the youngest.
Little spoiled
Any
kid.
sisters?
Yes, one sister.
Is she married?
Yes.
What did she say about it?
She says you're an idiot.
I don't talk to my sister.
What would your father say about it?
He'd be very upset.
My father, he was against me marrying.
No. What does your father say about you talking about leaving your husband to go back to your ex-boyfriend?
Well, he said that my husband gave me a home and that, a young man won't do that, and I should appreciate that because he gave me a home. He bought me a home.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and be honest with you, ma'am.
You're an idiot.
I've heard some pretty interesting things in a year and a half of doing this show. But you probably have to be probably the worst woman I've ever spoken to.
Let's leave it on that. Hit the like, hit the sub, hit all for notifications. Drop me a donation like Hunter M, Adrian, Tom, and Bobby, Dylan, Renaissance Press, Brian, Andrew, and Alan. Shout outs to you, most recent purchaser of Strategist Guide to Seduction. Thank you. Go buy my books at bit.ly/heliosbooks. Want to watch my videos in bunches instead of one per day? Sure. Just go to my Patreon. I offer early access there. Patreon.com/theheliosblog. And, of course, I also offer coaching services if you want me to help you out. Just message me at theheliosblog@gmail.com. That's my email. And I'll slot you right in. Thank you so much for listening, guys, especially if you listen to the end. I really do appreciate it. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you next time.